Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another special request video. So this was all about intuition and advice for tapping into more of our intuition, how to open up our intuition and all of that. So I just want to say before I even get started, well, first of all, I was told to grab a lot of amethyst, and then I went to find out who requested this, and she had just changed her name to Wisdom Amethyst. So this is for you, Wisdom Amethyst, and we're literally going to get wisdom from crystals. I was guided to all crystal decks. We're going to get divine flow messages to stay in divine flow of your intuition, crystal connections, nature. This is all crystals in natural habitat, and we're going to get crystal connection messages for our intuition, and we're going to get crystal angel messages for our intuition. Notice all the purple, and then we're going to end it maybe with lavish earth. And then we're making me feel like in this lavish earth, we're all using our intuition, and you can tap into everything that's on this lavish earth. There was a lot of, before I was even getting the cards, about your intuition. What's really great, I know we talk about using intuition for cards, for tarot, for oracle, but in your everyday life, you could be finding that you're really noticing patterns, sequences. We talk about numbers a lot. We talk about just things showing up in your eyesight or your ears along the way that hit you with a different resonance, and to pay attention to that, because intuition, I always say, like, keep one eye open, one ear open, your mind open for, you know how I always say, like, in your head, you have conscious thought that you're literally turning the wheels and manifesting thought, and then you have things just enter. And it's almost like in the back of your head, it's that door that you always keep open for divine inspiration or messages or anything like that directly. And in your ears and your eyes, but the same goes for in your life, using your intuition. And listen, intuition is affected also by our bodily, emotionally, energetic. Also, you're not going to be that intuitive when you're exhausted. You're not going to be that intuitive when you are so consumed with something else. So a lot of just being intuitive is actually clearing yourself out so you can just be more receptive. And also, even when you have other stuff going on, always keeping an extra eye out and ear out, the door in your mind slightly open to receive. I don't know how else to say it, but that's what came through. So let's get into it. So it's all about staying in divine flow of your intuition. And yeah, and like anything, there's a flow to that. There's a divine flow to that, almost like the water. And look, the moon here, there is a divine flow when you're naturally just more intuitive, and then you're not. And there is nothing about that. Maybe at that point, there's something for you to be focused and in the physical just doing, and it's not a time to be that intuitive. And then other times when you are getting divine ideas, if you're getting inspiration, you know, it ebbs and flows. I think that's why they guided me to this deck. I mean, it definitely was part of the message that there is a flow to that. It's not a constant stream, because there's other things that are going on. Yeah, so I just wanted to, that's what they wanted to say. Okay, so let's get into the divine flow of intuition, divine flow of being open to your intuition, understanding it does flow, definite things of clearing out and letting go to receive. But how can we, what would help with our intuition? What would help when we're talking about the divine flow of intuition, opening ourselves up more intuitively? Okay, so what would help us remaining open to the divine flow of our intuition? Wow, they're getting specific. They're jumping around. Oh, ow. Okay, so the first, oh, how beautiful is that? I love, love, love that. And it is divine abundance. Wow, the divine potential is I reach out for the divine essence and bring the essence of God into this world, making it a more harmonious place. So they're literally saying that we're using our intuition, especially at this time, to almost create this divine abundance for ourselves and others. Like they kept on saying, you're a divine bridge. And that's probably why we are trying to tap in so much more, because we're needed to get those divine ideas and inspirations to create more divine abundance for ourselves and others. And they're literally saying, yeah, because the divine potential is you're reaching out for divine essence through your intuition, and you want to bring that essence of God into this world, making it a more harmonious place. We're making it better and brighter. And I think that's why there's such a call. We're trying to tune in so much more to our intuition. The potential obstacles they're saying is mistrust, there's greed, there's negative thinking, theft, envy, and jealousy can bring you out of the flow. So potential obstacles, really think about this for yourself. If you have mistrust, greed, there's a lot about, coming from pure intention, and negative thinking, again, like what I was saying in the beginning about just clearing out and getting rid of your own negative thinking in your mind and heart, just emptying out. I'm not quite sure about theft, envy, and jealousy. Well, anything that takes your energy away, that's consuming you, that's wasting your energy. It's more about clearing out. I would think that all falls under negative thinking. Yeah, and just trusting the process. Divine perspective is I live in the flow, and all the things I ask for come into my life, and I can have what I want. So this is really saying, of course, we are reaching out for this intuition and releasing and clearing yourself out to receive and live in the flow, and trust all the things I ask for do come into my life. I can have what I want. So know that you are going to receive. You are. A lot of it is just letting go and clearing out, and just giving space for it to enter. Sometimes we worry and we stress and we mistrust that we're actually going to get that intuition, but then it does come in. Like if you just let it go, it will actually come in. All of a sudden you'll be like, oh my God, I can do this. Oh my God, I can check this out. Or just give it up for a couple of days and it will show up in some way naturally. I think we add more to it. One time they gave me a spirit message of the Seven of Pentacles, the guy staring at the bush, and he's like, where's my fulfillment? Where's my, where is it? And it's the time between we planted it and it grows, or the time we want it and we get it. It's that in-between time that we put all this extra in, and we could just let that go and it will come. Just trust in the divine flow, right? Trust. So instead of mistrust, you trust in the divine flow, and you don't start consuming yourself with negative thinking. Just stay clear and open and listening and looking, and wait, it will come. Oh gosh, that's way too many is coming out. Is there anything else for divine flow? That was pretty on the mark. And we are trying to tap in more to create more in the physical for divine abundance for ourselves and others. There's also a real divine abundance with that. They made me create that whole divine abundance deck because we do use our intuition always to stay connected to real divine abundance. It's our birthright. We're always connected to real divine abundance, no matter what it looks like. So whatever struggle, obstacle, anything like that, whatever hurdle, you stay connected through your intuition. Believe me, you'll get divine ideas. There's always a way out, over, through, and it's trusting that, and you'll get it, and you'll be guided. So that is a definite, that we're always tapped into real divine abundance. They were calling it real divine abundance. We talk about divine abundance, but it's real divine abundance. You're tapped into real divine abundance, and it will flow in. It's not like staring at the wave coming at you, like you trust the waves of inspirations coming. The wave of what you want in your intuition will be coming, and not stressing or adding more to that negative thinking to block it. Why is too much coming through? Oopsie. I almost feel like that was the core root of it, because I think I just talked it all out about this divine flow. Just remain open. Don't start mistrusting in the middle of it. Now we got such green. How beautiful is that? And we have light. We have light. Yeah, that's the inspiration. That's the light. That's the intuition we want, right? The light. Divine potential. I enlighten everything and everyone I observe, just as God enlightens me by observing me. So the potential obstacles is seeing darkness and potential problems rather than divine potential creates more difficulties. They're saying, again, if you keep focusing on what you're not getting, not receiving, your intuition not working, it just puts more problems in there. And just know that God is going to enlighten you. Divine perspective. I now let the light of God enlighten my path. I see divinity everywhere. And that's what I was saying too, it's opening up and seeing it everywhere, noticing patterns and using your intuition and everything. I don't think you even realize how much you actually do use your intuition, how much we're taking in and translating. It's not just our eyes and ears. We're noticing patterns, we're feeling energy, you're using your intuition all the time. So I think a lot of the times we we put labels on, we put darkness and problems, interference. Just keep knowing the light. I now let the light of God enlighten my path. I see divinity everywhere, that you're getting guided, and you actually are using your intuition more than you think, I want to say, and the light will come through, and it's connecting you with real divine abundance. You're going to get ideas and ways to go, and it's going to feel like the light every time you do. Every time you get a sense of inspiration, intuition, you're literally, what this is now saying is our intuition, for the most part, is being used right now to light the way for further divine abundance for yourself and others. And in the meantime of striving to access that or more of it, understand literally the divine flow of it. Just know that it will be, and you will get, and you will receive, and don't fill in the blanks with any other obstacles. That's what I'm really getting. Just stay as clear as possible and understand it's the flow. And it's definitely the inspiration and intuition is really, we're tapping in for ways for real divine abundance for ourselves and others, and you will receive. Just trust. I mean, the whole thing, the potential obstacle was mistrusting, negative thinking. This is darkness and seeing potential problems rather than the divine potential. And a lot of times it's just really clearing and staying open and welcoming the light in, welcoming the other opportunity or the other possibility, and they literally shed a light on that. And sometimes you just got to wait for the divine timing, divine flow, the divine clouds to part. And the starting card that was on top when I began, look at the calmness in here, and it goes back to, it is a divine flow, and it's projections. Wow, divine potential. I create paradise on earth by projecting my peaceful visions and loving ideas. And the potential obstacles is I can only see what is within myself. When I deny responsibility for my subjective projections, I become blaming and unattractive to others. And that's misspelled wrong, unattractive. Divine perspective. I see only things to love in the world, and thus I create a world of love. So this is with the projections and these potential obstacles, it's going back to always keep the divine perspective. You see only things to love in the world, and thus you're creating a world of love. So instead of saying, oh, my intuition is not working, I'm not getting any bright ideas, all I'm seeing is challenges and obstacles, if only I could tap in and blah, blah, blah. But the whole thing is that you're right in divine flow. Stop the negative talk. Just stop the negative talk. Just keep your eyes, ears, your mind open. You're going to get divine inspiration. You're going to get divine inspiration. And especially don't project anything more onto it. It's divine flow. So it kind of goes back with the Seven of Pentacles. Let's get one more to stay in divine flow. Then we'll get the divine crystal connections. Just really interesting. And we have, oh, look at the love here. And you have self-compassion. Yeah, it's having everything at the root of it. They were saying it's about self-love, self-compassion, divine potential. God wants me to love and be loved and hold a divine light. And they hold a divine light for me. So it is trusting that you're forever in the light. You're forever connected to the light. They want you to create divine abundance. We project a lot in between. It's almost like, I guess you are not going to give me ideas. Like, I'm alone in the darkness. I need your help. You're not giving it to me. And we add all this thing to it. It's self-compassion that we're in the light. God wants me to love and be loved and holds a divine light for me so I can step into it regardless of where I am and regardless of what I've done. And the potential obstacles is being hard on myself only attracts more hardship to me. The divine perspective is I give myself what I need, unconditional love and understanding. So at the root of all of this, it's like getting out of your own way with the obstacles and having more self-compassion for yourself because you're already in divine flow. You already have tremendous intuition. You're tremendous. All you have to do is remain open and clear and not fill in the blanks if it takes a little bit. You know, it's not as quick. The flow is not as quick, or yeah, it's just being open and okay with that. So let's get in the crystal connections for the real advice when it talks about tapping into your intuition, or how we can stay in divine flow and be on our own side, self-compassion, knowing they know too. We're trying to tap into more light so we create more divine abundance for ourselves and others. But there's also divine timing with that. There's also, you know, if we got all the divine ideas today, it's not the divine timing for it, perhaps. Perhaps there's other things that need to happen before we get that breakthrough, or other things have to come together to lead to that. You just, oh gosh, and with this, it's all coming up. So it's that kind of thing. It's like trusting, knowing it doesn't make you any less deserving. It doesn't make you any less, like, oh, I don't have great intuition. You do have great intuition. You do. It's just clearing out, knowing divine timing, trusting divine timing, and that's what that's what I'm really getting. And just not put yourself, have the self-compassion to not beat yourself up over if you're not getting brilliant ideas when you're snapping your fingers asking for them. Oh gosh, because there's divine timing. There's a lot of crystal messages coming out. I just feel it's a lot of, first of all, this is the most crazy time right now. And where every reading I have is all about self-compassion. And yeah, and we're already in the light. It's almost like we need to know, like we're projecting all this, like we're in the light. We are constantly connected. They're constantly giving us ideas, have more self-compassion. And they know that we're all trying to create more divine abundance. And you are in the flow. You can have what you want. You're totally self-deserving. It will come through at divine timing. So just clear out, clear out, clear out. And anytime you have negative thinking, you clear that out. Yeah, because the light is here and it's coming through. It's us getting in the middle of that. And the thing to erase the projections of darkness or obstacles between trying to get intuition, which is the light and bright ideas and all that, to create divine abundance. Whenever anything dark comes, you know, in between that bridge, you step up with self-compassion. You know, you reassure yourself that, okay, I'm not really tapped in right now, maybe tomorrow. Like I trust, because this number 1 card was about mistrust and negative negative thinking and projections, and we literally got projections. The light is really the next card. We're interfering with projections. If we rise up with self-compassion, and I would also say patience of the flow, because this is literally a flow deck, that believe you me, you'll get the intuition. You're going to get the divine idea. You're going to get the next step. You do. And you actually have. You just didn't call it that. You right? So let's get Chrysocolla, I think. And they're saying for your intuition, yeah, are you neglecting yourself but looking after everyone else? You deserve a life that is sumptuous, yummy, fruitful, and fulfilling. Allow yourself to be nurtured. I mean, this is no mistake. We literally got self-compassion here. So there is a lot about taking care of yourself. Emotions are a guidance system. They indicate if you are aligned with your soul desire and purpose. Listen to the emotions and speak from your heart. Examine your anger rather than express it. Wow. Enjoy music. And it says, I listen to my heart and it guides me to a life I love. So this might say, have more self-compassion for yourself. Your emotions are your guidance system. They're already guiding you and indicating whether you're aligned or not to your soul desire and purpose. Listen to your emotions. It's all about speaking and doing and acting from your heart. And I listen to my heart and it guides me to a life I love. So listen to your heart. Your heart actually is speaking to you. So you may be looking for bright ideas and everything else, but also listen to your heart stirrings. They could be leading the way to divine abundance at this time, just following your heart. The next one we have is Moonstone, and we have the Moonstone for the flow also. So for intuition, this is a time for new beginnings and fresh starts. Travel will birth favorable outcomes. You're being protected and cherished. Make sure you give any new relationships or projects the attention and care they need to succeed. Follow your intuition. Find time to relax and be still. So if you want help with your intuition at this time, literally, find time to relax and be still and examine what is unsettling you emotionally. So that's the second time about emotions, the stirrings of your heart, bathing in the moonlight. That's again with clearing out. So it could be, the times have been very traumatic, tumultuous. Directly, indirectly, energetically, all of that. You may want to clear out a lot and just find a lot of time to relax and just be still or clear. It says bathe in the moonlight, but whatever it does for you, where you're clearing out the energies, relax. Under the light of the moon, I'm protected, relaxed, and guided to birth new experiences. So we're going in the flow of clearing out and in the process of birthing new experiences. So be really it's right on self-compassion and cleansing out, relaxing so you can be infused again, right? Not projecting anything. If you need that time, if you need that downtime to relax, to clear out. So now we have zircon. We have zircon, and zircon is saying remove yourself from situations and listen to yourself and your guides. So there's a lot about releasing, clearing out, and going back within and away from the outside world. Remove yourself from situations and listen to yourself and your guides. Current troubles are caused by an imbalance in your life. Once you're certain on a path, act immediately. So balance your physical and spiritual life. Don't be frightened to stop. Wow. Attend to a niggling health concern. Treat yourself to something small that will add beauty to your life, and sit on the earth and look up at the stars. And it says, I am a child of the universe, connected to the earth and the stars, dancing in step with the world. And so there's something about that, because they've made me start with the divine flow. A lot of times we feel out of sync. We feel like we're not getting intuitively what we need, but we have to remember we're dancing in step with the world. You are a child of the universe. So relax and connect again with the earth. Balance, realigned. It's not on our time. It's the time of the universe. It's the time of the world. You're in dance with and in step with the world. Literally dancing in step with the world. Yeah. So if you need to balance, don't be afraid to stop anything that's getting you out of balance. If you need more time, remove yourself from situations just to listen and ground and calm and release, because we're birthing the new. I mean, that's been a recurring thing. Now we have black obsidian, and this is, again, wow, stand up for yourself. Are you being dominated? Is someone else taking control of your life? Who is taking your power away? How are you in danger? You have the ability to change a relationship or a situation. Connect with your inner strength and use it to transform. You have limitless potential to make your life whatever you desire. Cut away old attachments that hold you back. Awaken your inner dragon. And the bottom it says, I have the strength needed to succeed. Now, we've been talking about this personal power and have this connecting back with your inner strength and use it to transform. And that you have limitless potential, literally, to make your life whatever you desire. So this is a lot about cutting away from attachments, cutting away from the old energy and experiences. We're birthing the new. There's a lot of self-compassion here, because we have absorbed a lot and gone through a lot. And so this is really saying to take your power back, especially from the things that have sapped us from the past year and before. You have the strength needed to succeed. We've been getting this over and over. They're congratulating us on still standing, on being strong, and going forward to create this new abundance, and not to project anything extra. That have compassion, step in. We're in the process of birthing the new. Take time to relax, to balance, to be all that this world is not yet. And the light is here. Regardless if you see it or not, it is here. Sometimes we project it's not because of what we've endured or what we're almost like clogged up with, I would say. But it is always there, and you're always dancing to the universe. So it's more like getting back in time, divine flow of that. If you need to relax, to ground, and to trust that you are using your intuition. Your intuition is open. You are getting what you need. And you trust in that, and you will be guided. Let's get the crystal angels, because they're saying that that we do a lot of projection, we add a lot of things extra, but we are being guided. You are stepping to the dance of the universe. You're right where you're meant to be, and we're birthing the new. So, and we're to create more divine abundance. So I think that's the urgency that we want it on our timing. But we have here Tiger's Eye, and it says again, self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Now, how many times do I have to say that you're like a divine channel and that you get divine inspiration and you just be as clear as possible and just be that divine outpouring, a divine channel. So the self-confidence, it's not ego confidence or anything like that. It's self-confidence through God confidence. You're confident in God. You're confident you're connected to the light. You are of light. You're just receiving and outpouring it. You give God source of credit. But you also have trust in that. Believe in yourself. Believe in your intuition from the get-go. Believe that you are receiving guidance by believing in God working through you. We're all being divinely used. Like, believe me, you're getting your intuition. You are being guided. You are being, you are probably a lot more than you think, realize, or give credit to. And then you have Dolomite. And it says again, stay strong in your faith. So there could be times where we're really wavering, especially when we're like, hello, hello, hello. I'm waiting for these downloads. I'm waiting for instant, all of this. But remember, we're dancing to the step of the universe. Just remain as open as possible. Trust that you are being guided. I even think that when we're not being completely directly guided, we're being indirectly guided. So, you know, there's no way to get so far off track. Stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset, going forth with no projection. Step in with self-compassion whenever you're going negative. We even had negative thinking, negative talking, all of that, because all that does is clog up. It actually just wastes time. It torments us. It just actually literally torments us. You ever have that where it's like, you're spending your time just tormenting yourself? It makes absolutely no difference other than your energy is getting wasted and you're tormenting yourself. So it's more about trust and faith, self-confidence through God confidence, that you're getting exactly what you need right on time. You're dancing to the universe. Whenever you feel not, you need to relax. You need to balance. You need to connect back to the earth. And then here we go. We have sodalite. And look at that. Look at that. Yeah. And it is socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So maybe you need support, just like I'm doing this reading for you. You're not alone in this. This is you're really just not alone in this, and that other people, and we're all supporting each other. Also, there was a lot about releasing some negativity or releasing some circumstances and everything else. It's time to choose healthier, supportive new friendships, connections that that actually help you clear, because you're already wide open. It's just to clear and relax and receive. That's what I'm getting. So let's tap into the affirmations from the lavish earth. So this is all about self-confidence through God confidence, staying strong in your faith, and socialize or join in like-minded people. Look at the illumination, especially in the crown. This was for Wisdom Amethyst, all about intuition. It's your mind. You're already wide open. There is tremendous light here. There is, you're getting a lot of divine ideas. Your intuition is open to create more divine abundance. That's everyone. We're all being divinely used that way to create more healing and divine abundance. It is us doing the projections here that get in our own self way. So have more self-compassion. Like if you ever think things are not moving fast enough. I get that all the time too. I wish I could snap my fingers and something would manifest. I get an idea, I just want it to happen. Or maybe it's a block and I have no idea what to do, and then I'm like, okay, what am I, cut off from spirit? You're not giving me what I need to do? But it shows up, it just manifests. Or you know, it could be a day, it could be a week, could be a month, but you do. It's in the meantime, don't torture yourself. Stay balanced, stay connected, stay, you know, fully trusting. It's just this, self-confidence through God confidence. It's just this, stay strong in your faith. And look, have a support group. you know, so that you don't fall into doing more projections, more negativity, making it harder on yourself. Because there's light is right here, and it's all for divine abundance, and it's for us to step up in the self-compassion. And they always say that. It's real divine self-care of yourself, interrupting what we put in there, almost being a real divine light worker for yourself. Like, don't add more to it. If you're not getting divine ideas or everything, it's okay. You can notice that and then remain open. You're saying, okay, I feel very disconnected. I'm not getting a lot intuitively. Give me what I need. And then that's the end of it. Don't add more. Okay, so let's get some lavish earth. Let's get some lavish earth, because we're connected to this lavish earth. And you wanted to give some affirmation, or end it with an affirmation. I was just got into this deck after. Okay, so there's, ooh, okay, so we're getting, okay. Oh, wow, beautiful, beautiful. I'll do it in the order. So the first one we're getting is garnet. We're getting garnet. And the direct message here is, yeah, listen, it's bestowing us with courage and hope and trust. I mean, this is what this whole reading was really about, especially when it comes to your intuition. Can I zoom in here? Why is this not? Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. Garnets bestow courage, hope, and trust, and in difficult situations, display an endurance that will surprise. Yeah, I mean, we're all facing difficult situations off the charts. It's for us to hold on to that courage, that hope, that trust, just like that God confidence. They said strength and faith. When looking for a crystal that will ground you, where there was a lot about grounding and balance, garnet is an excellent choice. It is the perfect talisman for those going through trials and upheaval in their life. We all are. Simply put, it is the stone of the hero or heroine. Wow. It is the stone of the hero or heroine, which we all are. Historically, garnets have come into fashion after great world upheaval, such as, wow, after World War II, no surprise, as they are a balancing stone for all. Wow, essential oils to use with garnet include rose, lavender, or holy bead based. I can't believe that this is saying about it's a stone of the hero or the heroine. I just got a spirit message I put on the other reading that they were saying, look at you still standing strong, tenacity, credit. I mean, they were, it's in the other reading that I just loaded. I don't think it's visible yet, but wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this is really giving you courage, hope, and trust through difficult situations. So it's even when you don't feel it, to feel it. You know, when you talk about your intuition, and this is courage, hope, trust, endurance, and balance. That's what they're gifting us, the courage, hope, trust, endurance, and balance. And just knowing there's a divine flow to everything, even your intuition, but you're being, trust that you're being guided, trust everything is working out. Calciferite. This says flakily, oh, look at this, flashy like this shiny scales on a lucky goldfish. It's a show-off crystal. Bring me what I need to live a plentiful life. Ask and it shall be given. Abundance in all forms, especially solid, sure, reliable. Resonates on the practical side. It reminds us that that expansion is not only possible, it's well advised. This is beautiful. It's practical, reliable, income, plenty. We got divine abundance here. And this one is apophyllite. Lovely, delicate layers of truth. As you gaze at the purity of this crystal, they are saying that you are and feel that it is here to help you to be open. Yeah, it's to help you be open as you really are. And it encourages calm, tranquility, and above all, honesty. And it's, why won't this, sorry about this, it's used to soothe during high emotional times. Yeah, you know, it's a recurring message. This has just been such a difficult emotional time. Sometimes we can feel almost like we've short-circuited, you know, that we're like not getting intuition or whatever, but believe me, you are. And also it's a time to relax and cleanse and just heal from what we've absorbed and to let that go and just to be open again. as you really are. And this is a time for calm, tranquility, above all, honesty. It's soothing during high emotional times with issues that have been, overwhelming. And clear thinking, deep knowing, and a connection to your core are called for. Did you know apophyllite has a high water content? Because of the water content, it's very conductive of energy, and any broke surfaces shine like mother of pearl. That's beautiful. But this is honesty, integrity, emotional release. Yeah, we're all, I mean, like I said before, this is all about truth and love. That's the times right now. We have to clear out and balance so much. But the point is, right this moment, when you're talking about intuition and getting in touch with your intuition, you have to realize we're doing this during a time of such upheaval and emotional turmoil that honestly, you need to relax and clear out and de-stress. You could feel frazzled, you could feel exhausted. And then have faith and trust that you are one with God. Self-confidence through God confidence. Stay strong in your faith. And you have a support group. There's light here. We project a lot like we're not getting it, but believe me, we're getting intuition and divine ideas to act on to create divine abundance, because that is a recurring message. And whenever you project or have negative thinking about your own intuition, just step up with self-compassion, because it could be a time where, you have to understand this was a divine flow deck. So they're literally saying it's like divine flow with your consciousness of saying, oh, I'm getting all these great divine ideas, or I feel like my intuition is wide open. It is such a flow. There's such a flow for that. For very emotional, tumultuous times like right now, it could feel like you're lost at sea and that you're not really divinely connected. Because why? We're probably using all our energy just to hold on and get through or be there for yourself or others. There are now additionally saying ground yourself, balance yourself, clear yourself, defrazzle yourself, get into a balanced state and calm and open up again. And it is always here for divine abundance. It's this projection and negative thinking and things that we're suffering through that we feel a little disconnected or discombobulated, but then step up the self-compassion, because there's a lot here about relaxing, detoxing, letting go, clearing out. And I love this garnet when they said about the hero or heroine, because it's like we're making it through these times. And they said in the other reading, like a hero or heroine, like stand up. They were like, look at you, give yourself credit, that kind of thing. Like, that's the self-compassion to have right now. And you have confidence in the God confidence. And I just love, I just love this. I know it probably wasn't exactly what you were expecting, because you're probably thinking of what exactly I can do to get a great intuitive idea. But it really is a lot about self-compassion and realizing there's divine flow, that it's always there, the light. Sometimes we have interference, and if we do, step up the self-compassion, because then you'll have the direct bridge. A lot of the light is for us to create healing and divine abundance, and they know that. That's why we are actively trying to connect so much for divine ideas, intuition, tell me what to do, where to go, all of that. In the meantime, realize there is divine flow, divine timing to it all. So it reminds me of that 7 of Pentacles when you're looking at the bush, like, give it to me now. And we have to have calmness with that. And that's where the self-compassion kicks up. That's our help, our guidance. Self-confidence through God confidence. It's happening. You believe in yourself all the way through. God is working through you all the time. That never goes away. Stay strong in your faith. It says a positive outcome is okay, they want me to zoom in. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Yeah, we have to stay positive through the whole time, especially because they said on Moonstone we're birthing the new as we go forward. And here, have a social group. Just like I'm doing these readings now, it's supportive. Anything that's supportive, that helps you be more compassionate to yourself through these trying times, through trying to create more for yourself, for your intuition, and get more intuitive ideas. Actively do. But it's a lot about self-compassion and being there for yourself all the way through, and realizing the flow. The flow, it's still divine even when it doesn't feel divine. It really is still divine. That's our projection, right? So we just have to overcompensate, step up with some self-compassion, talk ourselves down, clear ourselves out, balance, ground, defrazzle ourselves, you know, and it's all in divine timing. And I do have to go say also that your intuition is wide open already. It's just the flow, and just to be there for yourself. And why is this right here? Okay, we had citrine on the side winking at me, and this one is, okay, all that is in your life is a result of your thoughts, actions, and decisions. If you want to change your life, change yourself. You are approaching a prosperous time. And we have the divine abundance, okay? So maybe they wanted to give you some hope at the end of this. Yeah, this is the exclamation mark. Lighten up, avoid being overly serious, and take a risk on trying something new. Remember, we had the birth here. When you relax, they're going on again. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow in your life. This is the crux of the whole reading. When you relax and allow, the abundance of the abundance of life will flow in your life. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow in your life. This is the divine flow deck. In between divine abundance and the light was our projections. I don't know if you could see, those were the first. This was from this. So this is the crux of it. Whenever you feel interrupted from the light, and to create divine abundance, of course, here we're in between. We're in between. You're saying rise up with the self-compassion, be the bridge, right? And with the self-compassion, literally, they're saying, I mean, this is the sum of the whole crux of it, because it's this in-between that we're polluting it practically. We're getting in our way of the flow. So just lighten up, avoid being overly serious, take a risk on trying something new. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow in your life. Spend some time in the sun with the light here. I am brimming with energy and overflowing with joy. It really is this. I don't know what else to say. That is what they're saying. So it's really like getting out of our own way and not putting more on it. And step up with the self-compassion anytime you feel you're doing that negative thinking, because that's the second, third, fourth time they're talking about relax. Relax, relax, relax. This was guided to the divine flow deck, and here they're literally like, get out of your own way and let it flow. So a lot of the times I think we're the ones that are getting in our own way, putting way too much on it, and it's more like feeling yourself energetically. If you feel you need to clear, relax, let go, lighten up. I mean, they say that all the time. Lighten up, the rest will follow. It sounds very trite, but just lighten up and just continuously lighten up and let go. And like they even said, don't be so serious. And also lighten up, like lighten up the energies you may have absorbed or what you're putting on yourself. Because as you empty that out, you are emptied to receive. And it's always there. You never have to feel, you're never cut off. You know, we tell ourselves such weird stories, like we're cut off, we're not getting it, my intuition's not working, this person is more intuitive, blah, blah, blah. It's like you're always connected. Remember, you're connected. God's working through you all the time. Whether you realize it or not, whether you give credit to it or not. You know, there are a lot of people who have divine ideas and they attach their name to it. I'm so great, I did this, it's like, hello, that could have been, you know, spirit whispering in your ear. Not everybody thinks about it like that. But I'm just saying, for you, honestly, it's really relaxed. There was a lot about just relaxing. Relax, 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 relax. You're already in divine flow. You're already in divine flow. Okay, so this has been the message about your intuition, which is already in flow, and just relax and be kind to yourself. That self-compassion keeps on coming up over and over and over again. And we're definitely being guided, and our intuition is wide open because they're helping us to co-create. This divine abundance is not selfish. It's not just for you alone. It's for you and others, the world. You know, so believe me, you're going to get divine ideas for create more divine abundance. The light is always here. Projections. If it's not happening, again, like in your timing, remember it's divine timing, right? And, you know, it just is. I wish it could go poof. I really wish it would. But a lot of the times we're filling in that time with extra, and they're basically saying relax, lighten up in that time that it takes to happen. So that has been the reading. I hope it helps you. And I love that you changed your name to Wisdom Amethyst. And here is the amethyst for you. And wish you all the best. And here's to a lot more divine abundance, feeling the light, less projections, feeling less obstacles about it and more self-compassion. And let's end it again with this, because I really love this. This is the crux of the whole reading. All that is in your life is a result of your thoughts, actions, and decisions. If you want to change your life, change yourself. You are approaching a prosperous time. Lighten up. Avoid being overly serious. Take a risk on trying something new. When you relax and allow, the abundance of life will flow in your life. Spend some time in the sun. I am brimming with energy and overflowing with joy. And that is the message. Okay, I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.